Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's been a while, but I'm finally getting to jam again with people from the LJT channel. This time I'm playing against Trent. I decided that since we don't know what we're going to play against, I decided to bring this Nadu Walk list. I've been pretty interested in Nadu Walk ever since Time Walk went down. Time Walk is now 5 points. So as you can see, you can fit in Mox Emerald now, which is nice because a lot of the one pointers just kind of feel sort of whatever. So being able to have a little bit of fast mana in addition to the Time Walk package feels really good. Um, I really like having the Spellseeker package in Nadu because it gives you an alternate route, an alternate combo that fits in pretty seamlessly. Like it's made up of mostly good cards. If you Time Walk while you're Nadu comboing, you probably just win the game. If you Ephemerate while you're Nadu comboing, Ephemerate can reset Nadu, which then resets all of the triggers, which probably wins you the game. Neoform gets you to Spellseeker gets you to Nadu. So there's not really any bad cards. I mean, Timeless Witness is maybe the worst of these cards. Timeless Witness, Eternal Witness, but honestly, these cards are pretty good anyway. That I think they're worth running. So I don't think there's really much cost of inclusion other than paying 5 points for Time Walk. And so I want to try it out because Time Walk went down, and I think Nadu is really well positioned against most other fair decks. Maybe he struggles a little bit into fast combo. I think it struggles a lot into fast combo actually, but I think otherwise it really crushes fair decks. And I sort of built this version in mind with the idea of you can play a mid-range game plan with things like White Plume and Seasoned Engineer. So even if you try to Nadu combo and you only draw like, I mean, this sounds stupid, but if you only draw like 8 cards off of Nadu because you had Nomads plus Nadu and your opponent had a way to remove it, um, you still probably win the game because you have enough gas to continue. Whereas some other decks that I've seen with Nadu, they're a lot more all in on Nadu. They're playing things like crop rotations and Field of the Deads, and like they're really focused on winning when as soon as they get Nadu into play. And I'm less worried about absolutely winning if I get Nadu, and more about just generating overwhelming value. I'm trying out Birthing Ritual in this version. Um, I don't know. I think it's an interesting card. I feel like it's always a little awkward to sequence, but when it gets going, it really takes over. And for that reason, I'm playing some more cantrip creatures than normal. Things like Elvish Visionary, Gallant Citizen, Wall of Blossoms, Wall of Omens. I had more in at one point, but they're just really hard to fit in because you kind of want some text slots. Things like Haywire Might is not very good, except then if you're playing against an artifact deck, you really want Haywire Might. Things like Scavenging Ooze are not that good, but if you're against Graveyard deck, you really want Scavenging Ooze. And it's important in a toolbox deck to be able to have like those silver bullet targets. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Um, but yeah, this deck is really just looking to grind out. I'm playing a few cute cards, things like Delny. I think Delny is really interesting. Obviously, makes all of these things cantrip more. Like two things with Felia, makes Guide Pride go crazy. Get to instants and sources with Spellseeker, get to creatures with Recruiter the Guard. I don't know. I think Delny might be maybe a little bit win more, but it feels like it should be really, really good. And then I've been goldfishing with this Enduring Vitality, and I think it's actually a lot better than it might seem. You can do things like have Ocelot Pride tokens or Springheart and Tuco tokens, and suddenly this thing is free or netting mana. This thing works really well with Badger Mole Cub. Badger Mole Cub earthbends something, then Enduring Vitality makes all of your creatures into mana dorks, which is affected by Badger Mole Cub. And Delny also boosts Badger Mole Cub, even though it's a mana ability. So I don't know. Maybe they're a little too cute, but I don't know. I want to try them out. I don't know what Trent's playing. Trent has a pretty wide range of things he can play. He's been tearing it up at YJ with Jund, which I think this deck should be pretty well suited against. But I know he's pretty good at Jeskai. That's one of his favorite decks. And if he plays Flash Hulk, I think we're toast. But we just hope he's not playing Flash Hulk. So I think this deck should have a good blue matchup because of all the 2-for-1s. But I'll be honest, I haven't really played this deck very much, so we'll see. There's a lot of tutors, so there's going to be a lot of decisions. So hopefully I make all the right ones. Yeah, this is Bant Nadu and I don't think I have anything else to say. Enjoy, and I'll see you later for the wrap up.
All right, let's do it. I'm excited to jam.
Yep, should be fun.
I'll take the play. Huge.
Huge.
I
You
think
want to
this is
deafen for? You
keepable.
want to deafen for
Oh, sure,
hands?
yeah, we can deafen for mulligans, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Playing against Trent. I have no idea what Trent is playing. I'm on the draw. His hand is not particularly good. I mean, he's got 3 lands, but it's got like a bunch of 3 drops. I don't do anything until turn 3 with his hand. Path is not the best removal spell. I don't know. It's an interesting hand. If Trent is on aggro, I think I'm okay with it. If he's on combo, I think this hand is terrible. I think if he's on control, his hand is also fine. Like, I don't need to be fast. I just want to keep cards. I do have a lot of mana dorks in my deck, so maybe it's okay to keep this. He's keeping 7. Maybe it's okay to keep this because the odds that I draw into a turn 1 or 2 play are pretty high, especially on the draw. Yeah, okay, we'll keep this hand.
So there's a couple problems with this hand, but I think ultimately it's probably keepable. The first issue is uh, we really do need a third land, and we kind of want access to Wrathless Skies at some point. But I think with early interaction in both, like in 2 different categories, plus a draw spell or a piece of interaction, depending on what we draw, like a Wrath effect. We're on the play, so this is a little bit better too on the play. Like, I think I have to keep this. But I think it works.
Okay. Hello.
Hello. All right. I think I'm just gonna play this Elegant Parlor.
Okay.
We'll get rid of this Lightning Bolt. We
Okay.
won't need Lightning Bolt where we're going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I
Well,
guess it's worth. I might mention this in the intro, but like, we don't know what we're playing. Like, I don't know
no.
what you're playing,
No.
rather, and
No.
you don't know what I'm playing. So that also like definitely informs the mulligan decision.
Yeah. 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 If I knew what you were playing, I would be a lot more informed about whether this hand is any good.
This is interesting.
Clearly, you're playing Boros, splashing for Satya. Like,
um, interesting. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I think I just want to do this. Yeah. Pass the old turn.
all right, don't stifle me.
No, you're good. You're good. I would never play Stifle.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
I
it.
definitely don't need this one.
Wooded Bastion? Holy.
Yeah. Just gonna, so we kept a bit of a slow one because we weren't
Oh,
sure what we're playing
wow.
against.
I see. I'll mental note.
Okay. I regret for Aurora. Yep.
Huh. I mean, I basically have to play this Consider.
You have to play it.
Yeah, and we definitely keeping that one.
That makes me think you were looking for lands.
I think since you milled Wooded Bastion, I'm just gonna play this Tameo.
Yeah.
I didn't play Tameo last turn because I didn't know what you were playing, and I felt like I would rather hold it up. Path
Hmm.
Exile's like not even that bad for me here.
No. No, it's not. But
Weird enough, I'm getting the mountain.
I don't want to deal with Cameo.
Yeah, dealing with Tameo's definitely not where you want to be.
uh, I guess this is fine.
Bant. Is it
It's
Slaw? Is
so
it just
hard to know.
Bant stuff?
Bant stuff.
Wooded Bastion is that a Bant card? You know what I mean? Like, is that
Yeah.
even a Bant card? Like, I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
You'll just
Do I
have to wait
care?
to find out.
How much do I care about this Teferi? That's a good question.
Yeah. I mean, I
Huh.
assume you're playing Jeskai, so I would think you would care a bit, but I guess we'll find out.
Guess I'm just gonna try to draw 2 here.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Huh. Interesting.
Chain lightning. Okay. I cleverly played around this by upticking to fairy.
Yeah, I mean, you have to uptick.
Yeah.
Can't just let them get a free like lightning bolt or galvanic discharge or whatever.
Yeah.
It'd be a disaster. I can F6.
Finally,
Yes,
yes.
it's
Yeah.
free.
Yep. Yep. Hmm.
I still don't know what Cyclops is on.
Let's uptick to fairy. That's just gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, you're never not upticking it, so
Yeah.
Rising Canopy.
Trying to think what the best way to approach this is. Hmm.
Well, you know I have 6 spells in hand, because I probably would have played 5th land, so...
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're doing this. And
Is it Nadu?
sing. Yeah, we'll pass.
Elf leads me to believe that it is Nadu. Wow, that land was not the one we wanted to draw.
Mystic Sanctuary.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been fine drawing it last turn, but
Right.
I'm also getting punished for getting this mountain, I suppose, but
Hmm.
at the time I definitely needed to get it. Hmm.
This is pretty bad if Brotherhood's on me.
I think,
Oh, did I speak it into existence?
no, I'm not Brotherhood's ending, I don't think. I think I'm gonna Brain Surge. Or at least attempt to Brain Surge.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Your brain search is good. I just want to clear your graveyard.
Endurance makes me believe Nadu is imminent more so than ever. Okay. This could work. This could work indeed. Huh. I
Yeah,
think I have to believe that that card is not good, and I think maybe this one.
yeah. I mean, there are maybe other ways I could have played this endurance, but I think I don't want you drawing into like fetch plus dig through time or something like that, or treasure. I don't know what points you're on, but
Sure, yeah. Like you don't really know. Um, huh. Maybe it's this and this? That seems strange. No, because I have this. So yeah, I think it's that and that.
yeah,
Uh, let's get rid of this for sure.
gross. Yeah,
Just
so,
gotta kill this Teferi, I guess, and get an elf for free.
yeah, yeah,
Teferi did work though.
yeah. Unfortunately, now all your counter magic is on.
Yeah, that's true.
If this, I think life total is not really the axis that I am caring about.
Yeah, I don't really know. 3 cards is not that many.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I guess you have a card hidden in your Horizon Canopy, though, so...
I think we're gonna start by attacking, because pretty
Yeah,
sure.
it seems like most of your turns begin by getting in.
Yeah. The fact that you had the Fury, I mean, it does clear the Teferi, but it also makes me think you just don't have a whole lot of removal spells. If you did, I feel like you would probably have snapped off on this Endurance. Maybe not. Maybe you're worried about potential things down the road.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to give you insider information, but I think if I had a counter spell and a removal spell, I'd just let you hit me for 3. Like, to kind of see what I could
Mm-hmm.
tag.
Yeah.
I think I'm happy enough just memory lapsing this. Try again next time.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. We can
Critter
play it slow.
Guard's pretty interesting there. You don't play anything either.
Yeah, we can play it slow. I don't want to cast something and walk into daze on turn
Oh,
2.
that's right. I fetched away my Brain Surge. Wow. Okay, never mind. I'm the goat.
I was gonna say, I
Uh,
thought that was intentional.
it definitely was, but I forgot that I had done it. So I was like, I muted myself, and I was like, oh, I don't think I brain searched correctly, but I actually did. I just forgot that I shuffled.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well, I guess I have another question, which is, what am I getting off my Mystic Sanctuary? I think it's Brain Surge.
Okay.
How many times will I let an Endurance hit me for 3 before it's too late?
Right.
Well, it's at least 2.
Yeah, yeah.
We figured it out.
Well, I don't see a reason to not do the same thing as last
Deviate.
time.
Huh. Uh, yeah, okay, sure.
Oh my.
it
Yeah, yeah.
it
That's
feels reasonable. Let's see if I win.
yeah. You
Did
did
I
win.
win?
Yeah.
Wow, I did win. Okay. So,
Well,
do
that's
I
great.
want to draw do I want to draw my Brain Surge? I guess is the question.
Yeah.
Uh I think I probably do want to draw it, would be my guess. Yeah, I think I am gonna.
Interesting. Oh, I see. I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah, because like I want to like I'm trying to ask myself the question of like, do I want this Brain Surge or do I want some random card off of my Consider potentially, right?
Right.
But I think it all depends on what I'm planning to get with my Recruit of the Guard, which I got to imagine has to be like. I mean, I'm probably just getting Solitude here, right?
That's
Like
what I was
that
thinking.
seems pretty good. Like
Yeah.
I could get a Johnny, which isn't like terrible, but I think it's just Solitude. Like
Mhm.
Solitude's just really good. I can't imagine Solitude being bad in this game, you know what I mean? I considered Snapcaster Mage for like
Yeah.
invert polarity. Starfield Shepherd, yeah, I don't think that's happening.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Too much
I,
value.
I was playing around I was playing around days last turn by not doing that, and also because then I would redraw the recruiter. But
Yeah, yeah, and the recruiter is pretty reasonable.
I don't think I can afford to not play around counter magic there.
I agree.
Well, this is looking bad.
Yeah, like you have one card, it's starting to slip. You basically have to cast Starfield Shepherd, I think, at that stage.
Yep.
Huh. I've very interesting. Which I think it Maybe it isn't correct. I don't actually know. I'm not gonna cast this Brain Surge for a while. I'm just gonna wait. Actually, but I don't even care about this endurance. Do I? I drew this, so I'm
Okay.
like, I drew the other card I was considering getting with Recruiter, and I think I'm just gonna play a Johnny here.
Okay.
Like, I think I'm just pretty happy, like, triple blocking, right?
Oh, you tell me.
I think I am. I think I'm more likely to win a longer game. Holy crap! Wall of omens.
Yeah, fear my wall moments.
Jesus. I do fear it. What the hell? That thing's gonna block my solitude for the entire game. Uh, See, now you have to ask yourself the question if you're willing to trade off your endurance.
You use lose focus, invert polarity, memory lapse. I know one card is brain surge, one card is solitude.
It's the real question, isn't it? What's the last card? Wow, you're pacting? Holy crap. Yeah.
Uh, oh, did I miscount? I definitely miscounted. That's okay. We'll get. Yeah, no, that was. I thought I had one
Did
more
you?
mana. I thought I had one more mana. It's
Oh,
okay.
I see. Okay, so
Okay, that's
you
okay. We can
probably
do.
have nomads in hand, and you're planning on getting Nadu with this Summoner's Pact. I still don't know what you're on, so I have no idea. But I guess you'll show me. Badger Mole Cub. Holy.
I think this is what I want.
Hmm. Yeah, I think the Cub's good.
Just assume that you would counter something if you had a counter spell, but maybe you're just being really patient.
Um, I am known for my patience.
Well, let me think about what I have in my deck. Yeah, I definitely miscounted when I was doing stuff. That could
If
be
you could draw a
good.
card off this Horizon Canopy, that would be so insane.
Not the worst.
You having to pay for Pact next turn is really good for me.
Yeah, but I know you have the
Gonna be
solitude in hand, which is really annoying.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I think Solitude beats out Snapcaster there just because like I don't actually have removal spell my graveyard, so if you land something, uh then I don't actually have an easy time removing it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty obvious I don't have like a cheap removal spell in my hand. There's been plenty of moments where I probably would have used a cheap removal spell,
Did I not
but
make this 60 minutes, by the way? I feel like this is not a lot of time here.
that's fine. You made it 40 minutes, so we can always go again. I think I am brain surging and stuff. I guess I'm doing it in your main phase, but it
Hmm.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I think this brain surge is reasonable enough. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is really interesting. To Yes, if I do that, then it goes that. Okay, yeah, I think that's good.
Hmm. Now is my chance to get something. No, no, we're gonna just see what happens.
To get something. Uh, yeah.
Man, that Fury was so good. I think if it was anything but Fury,
Yeah, the Fury
probably okay.
Fury known to be quite good.
Yeah. Like, I think
Yeah, I
if
mean,
you
I think
just
it's gotta
yeah,
be this.
I think if you just remove the Teferi and not the Dork, I was probably in a really good spot. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
it seems bad for me.
that's why I was saying the you having to pay for the pact is really good for me because I just get to do this with impunity. Like I just get to wrath the board and then like untap with 5 cards in hand next turn. And I guess you have access to 1 mana, or you will have access to 1 mana.
Yeah. If there's anything I can do that matters here.
Earthbent lands enter tapped, right?
Yeah, they come back tapped.
Yeah, so you can't like float mana and then sacrifice your canopy post wrath.
Correct.
I need to remember to pay for the 3 energy after this
Yeah.
resolves.
All right. I'm just gonna let this resolve. It's funny. I cut a card that would have been really good here, um, but it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Green. Green. Uh, two. Yeah. I paid to not lose the game. That seems like a good deal to me.
I mean, you don't start the game. You don't start winning the game if you've lost the game. You know,
Yeah. Exactly.
there's something there. Uh, okay, yeah. So this is where you get to see that I'm playing at least one different point. Uh,
Sure looks like a dig through time.
it definitely is a dig through time. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm getting rid of exactly. I guess creatures are kind of whatever. Brain Surge, Invert Polarity. I guess if I draw Snapcaster, I'm probably more likely to want to cast Invert. I can get rid of Consider, actually. That's the old DTT.
Hmm.
Well, I think these are both pretty good. Maybe this one's actually really good. Huh.
Well, looking
They're
dire.
both, they're all good. They're all good. I think
Yeah.
it's these two, actually. Yeah. Let's do.
Okay. Yeah.
I liked yours so much I thought I'd get my own.
Yeah. Mhm. Think about this. I can do that, that. Yeah, I guess that's where it starts. Let's try this.
All. Yep. Oh, Eternal Witness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Good one.
Let's get this one back. I think we
The
need to
Shepherd.
start rebuilding some card
Gotta
advantage.
gotta start getting some cards going. Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly
Uh,
confident that I can come back from this, but until you kill me, you never know.
that's true.
You might just draw all lands.
Jeskai can take a while to kill or just fizzle.
Yep. Oh, try this.
Yeah, the Shepherd's good.
I'm shocked.
Mockingbird. Gonna have to remember that one. 3 green. What is this? Creatures you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. What
Yeah,
the hell? Yeah. You
yeah.
got it.
Okay.
Ignoble Hierarch, save Mockingbird +1.
Yeah. Yeah, I have Mockingbird +1. Well, we'll see. See if I walk into like a terminus or something. But
Uh, actually, you know what? You're right. I
yeah,
should probably
right.
check to see if Terminus is on top. If it's on top, then maybe I don't cast Solitude. It's not on top, but that one's definitely a keeper.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
I think I just Solitude your Shepherd, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. It's fair. I wasn't sure which one you
Card
would
is
want
card is quite good.
Yeah.
I think I'm also drawing 2 here.
Drawing to.
Wait, I
Quick
got 2?
study.
What? Hold on. Do I have a wizard? What the hell? Why is it asking me to pick 2?
Uh,
Choose one. If you control a wizard as you cast a spell, you may choose 2 instead. Oh no, I can only choose one, but it'll let me click both. I see.
I see. Flame of an Aura.
Huh.
I see this already. I thought you already
Interesting.
cast this. Oh, I
You
shuffled it in
shuffled
with
it back
endurance.
in.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you shuffled it
god.
back in.
It's just
What a punt.
yeah.
Uh, okay, let's send this vitality back to your hand. That's definitely the beginning of this turn.
Okay.
Huh. Uh, guess I'll just do this one. Uh, I don't need more cards. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, no blocks.
Yep. Yeah, climbing out of this one feels pretty tough. Once
Mm-hmm.
we hit the old Aki.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely not great.
It was the packed turn.
Yeah, I miscounted. I was one short of what I wanted to do. If I
Yeah,
had that elf,
yeah.
if I had the elf, I would have been good.
The Fury killing the Teferi and the critical elf.
Drawn. I can't really play around counter magic anyway. I don't think.
You definitely can't. 5 mana. What the hell's happening? Mockingbird? Oh, I see. You're gonna Mockingbird my Solitude, I suppose.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, I think I'm just winning if I counter this, so let's let's find some sort of counter spell for it, and
Mm-hmm.
whatever the best one is. Actually, maybe maybe I just let you Mockingbird my Solitude, kill my Oculus, and then I just get 4th Aerlingus and 4th you for 7. Huh.
Maybe you do.
Huh.
All right. Well, you're not on
Maybe.
recall.
Yeah. I'm on a widespread list that I played someone who was playing it. They were visiting from California, like came to visit YJ.
Yeah.
Um and I wanted to try it out. I mean, yeah, maybe I just get fourth Aerlingus. I mean, like, what else are you doing this turn? Yeah, I'm gonna get fourth. Sure, you can copy my Solitude. I've changed my mind. I've reconsidered.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think I'd get this far, so now I'm wondering. Now I'm wondering if this is the correct thing to get. Yeah, I think I still got to copy Solitude.
Like, you could, I guess you could copy E-Witness maybe, but like, it's not like you're getting anything back from your graveyard that's much better than Solitude.
No. No. Can I survive through a fourth Aerlingus? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 14 power. I think I can.
I'll be attacking you with 8/2/2s and a 3/2, so you'll block two of them and then take 14 and go to. Well, if you tap the canopy, I think you die
Is
on board.
this Teferi is the problem?
Oh yeah, the Teferi ruins the math too.
Yeah. All right. I think I could. I think I could survive if going for the Teferi, but I don't think.
Yeah, yeah, you can't play like another blocker
Yeah.
and also beat the Teferi.
Yeah. That was not how I meant for that summer's pack to go. Well. All right.
The
I'll.
best thing is I don't actually know what you're on. I just assume that you're on Nadu, but like
Yeah.
it could be anything. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
feels like so Jer's spread of decks that he could be playing was like so unbelievably wide, basically every deck in the format for so long that like sometimes you sit across from Jer and like
Mhm.
you kill him on turn 3 or whatever, and
Yeah.
then you just like don't know what he's on. Like still.
Yep.
That's how it feels right now.
Yep.
Oh, do we want to talk about our keeps or are we just
Sure. I'll talk real quick.
uh
So yeah, we're keeping this hand because obviously a mock start. Ranger Captain protects everything. I've got Nomads plus Nadu already in hand, and then stock up is obviously really good. So I think this is all just like really, really, really
Mine's pretty straightforward. I have two removal spells for elves. I have a mana leak for interaction and a mental note to fill my graveyard.
good. Okey-doke.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, are you ready for the play of the century?
Land elf go. Hollowed Fountain tapped. Holy,
Holy crap!
not my Nadu deck.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna play Bloodstained Mire and just pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This is literally my first time playing widespread Jeskai, and I don't know how I feel about it. I'll have to.
Hmm.
Oh wow, Mox Emerald. Hmm. Ranger Captain of Eos. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Ranger Captain. Safekeeper.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think I am supposed to bolt this Ranger Captain and step.
Probably. You want to be able to cast spells.
Well, and I think here, like, because I specifically am going to be playing a Dreadhorde Arcanist,
Hmm.
bolting and step is really good, because now I put you into a position where, like, if you just develop multiple creatures, I can kill one.
Right.
Um, like you have Sylvan Safekeeper, but like sometimes I can win exchanges where like you don't really want to sacrifice the land to keep your Safekeeper safe.
Right. This feels. Well, that feels good.
Okay, so we did Pact for Nadu now.
Right. So far, everything is resolving. Okay.
I guess there is consideration to not playing Dreadhorde and holding up a counterspell because like maybe I can assume that you actually do have Nadu nomads.
Hmm.
Because you found Safekeeper off of your Ranger Captain of
Wow, you
Eos,
hit
but
0
I don't
lands.
know.
That's crazy.
Although,
Uh,
yeah, I mean, I guess I am now in a position where you like what? You're gonna get 4 more spins, but then I can maybe kill your Nadu.
hmm.
Hmm. I guess I can just try and kill nomads here. Yeah, and I attack with Dreadhorde, I kill nomads. I mean, I'm probably still losing to the 8 cards that you get off of this regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe since you get Sylvan Safekeeper, I'm supposed to assume that you have nomads in hand.
Hmm.
But then there's no guarantee that you have like a way to get Nadu back anyways. Or not get Nadu back, but get Nadu regardless. Like it might
Right.
still like Summoner's Pact is the or having natural Nadu in hand is the only way to like actually do it for like this turn specifically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. It's hard because developing the Arcanist is better against probably a wider range of your hands, but because you got specifically Safekeeper, I think it's pretty likely that you actually have Nadu. In which case, I'm probably supposed to hold up some sort of counter spell or removal spell. Still didn't hit any lands. You got nothing but cards in hand.
Hmm. Yeah, I somehow hit no lands, which is impressive.
Yeah, eight cards for no lands is pretty interesting.
Yep.
Okay, so we just get to Chain Lightning this then. And
Yeah. Yeah, that is impressive.
I guess we'll take 2. Um,
I guess this is pretty bad. I gotta pay for Pact.
yeah. And then I'm gonna get to kill your nomads. If you had hit a bunch of lands, you could have paid for Pact and then played cards, but
Yeah. Yeah.
wow. Even if you hit like 2 lands, it would have been fine.
Holy
This
crap.
seems extremely fortunate for me.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't say.
Oh no, drawing the Surveil land after you need a land drop. Wow. I mean, you do have so many cards in hand that like I don't think you're dead by any stretch of the imagination. I actually probably need this just to even stay in the game, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not out of it for sure, but yeah, definitely could have gone much better.
This is like how I actually win the game, right? Like this is the where I like when I imagine myself winning after you get 8 Nadu triggers, this is like what it looks like, right?
Yeah.
Basically what
I
it has to look like.
I need to figure out what I'm getting rid of. Okay. Not yet. Not yet. I don't need to.
Yeah, not yet. You don't have to worry about it. Now you have to.
Discard until I have 7. It's feel weird to discard, but
Eldritch Evo Neoform Chord of Calling. Interesting. So I know 6 plus, and you have a random card in your hand.
well,
Okay.
the thing is that I don't exactly have a lot of creatures to sacrifice to two of those things. Uh,
um, huh. So the question is, do I want to kill your nomads and make it so that like Nadu is like pretty much off the table, or do I just want to apply pressure? I think I want to apply pressure.
okay.
Huh. Yeah, because I can't do both.
All decisions
I
are
don't
valid.
think so. Uh, I think I have to start applying pressure if I'm ever going to win this game, would be my guess. because I don't think I'm going to beat you on the card advantage engine side. Like I'd have to counter like your Dungeoneer and your White Plume and kill your Skull Clamp somehow, and also let Pride never be relevant, and also beat Safekeeper plus Giver of Runes at some point. Like I just don't know if I'm winning a game where I like try to nickel and dime kill your creatures. I think I have to mental note here.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'd like to cast this. Yes, please. Okay. I hit Flage. Wow. Uh, interesting. I already had Flage in my bin. I don't know. Um,
Uh,
yeah, I must have.
yeah, yeah, you already have Flage in your bin.
Which I hadn't considered Flage. So if I Flage, then what? Flage doesn't even necessarily feel like it's super winning. Maybe it is though. Yeah, I'm just gonna Flage.
Okay.
How
Yeah, fair.
how often in history has it been wrong to cast Flage? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
This also like has some outside benefits of like if you have some way to get Nadu back from the graveyard, I don't just like actually lose. Like I can beat the rest of these cards. If you like helping hand your Nadu or something, I'm not like
Hmm.
totally out of it.
Get rid of
Static
this.
Prison. Yeah, that's
Get rid of this Flage
that's
at least for
important for
at least for a
sure.
little bit. Um, 4 mana. I want to get that going. I want to get this going. Hmm.
I guess I know your whole hand now. White Plume, Seasoned Dungeoneer, Giver of Runes, Ocelot Pride, Skull Clamp.
You definitely don't know
Oh
one
no,
of my
wait,
cards.
Giver gone, Giver gone.
Yeah.
Oh, you had to discard 4 cards?
You did.
Jesus.
You did. You already used Chain Lightning and Lightning Bolts.
Yeah, and I exiled them.
I don't think it really matters what I do here. It's just whether or not this is better. This is really hard to race. This is also really hard to race.
Yeah, I think now that you've killed my Flage, it's gonna be pretty tall order for me to try and race any of your developed threats.
Yeah. Let's do this. It's Tropical Islands. Yeah, I need to be playing a little bit faster. Just gonna do this.
It's okay. I think this game is probably reaching its natural conclusion pretty soon here, would be my guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have played Pride White Plume as well for what it's worth. I think
Yeah, I think it's
that's
just
where you want
that.
to be.
I mean, I'm basically inundated against everything but sweepers anyway. But um,
Yeah, interesting.
so like, there's an argument that if I play Seasoned Dungeoneer, I mean, like I still lose Terminus, but I'm more insulated against Brotherhood's End and Wrath of the Skies. But I think given the fact that I have Safekeeper, all roads are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's a bad option.
Well, I guess I'm gonna 1 mana Stone Rain you.
Hmm.
um,
Yeah, I guess I could have played around this by playing the Dungeoneer. Oh, well, I guess that's true. That makes sense. Let's.
yeah, like I have to go after the Safekeeper, right? Like you're always
Mhm.
gonna sack a land for White Plume. Maybe you don't sack a land for Safekeeper.
I think I'm just winning on board. I'm okay with sacking a land.
Yeah, I guess the question is now: do I attack with Dreadhorde to make you sack another land, right?
Right.
Because like there is some consideration to like if I make you stack multiple lands and I do hit a sweeper, I might be winning.
Right.
Like I don't know, the Undercity I'm losing to kind of, but
Yeah.
so if I yeah, if I attack, yeah, I think I am gonna attack here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think forcing you to get rid of a land is actually pretty good if I can do it.
Seems reasonable. Let's see what we have lots of
Like the only way I win this game is if I sweeper you, I think, and so I should make plays that like I should make plays that like put it into a position where if when I assuming when I sweeper you that I'm
Mm-hmm.
like going to win the game after that.
Yeah, I think so.
Uh, yeah, and now I just play this and I pass.
Yep. We're gonna go to the Forge.
Seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I want to have something if you draw Brotherhood's End.
Yeah, I like putting it on White Plume there for Brotherhood's End considerations.
Okay, pay the energy. Just go to combat. Oh,
I guess I'm getting
but
my Flage back, not next turn, but the turn after.
you have combat. All right, there's multiple damage steps.
Yes. Stock up. Interesting.
Yeah.
Um, hmm. So I know you have Clamp Dungeoneer.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, I mean,
Countering
I think
this
I have to Mana Leak this.
seems reasonable. Play this now. No. All right. I'm getting cats.
You are getting cats. You get to untap here.
Yep. All right.
Okay, well, I
Well,
mean, every turn starts with this one, so.
I'm happy that my crazy hand that had turn 3 protected Nadu nomads at least did something, even though it mostly went poorly.
Huh. This is really this is something for sure. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if it's good at all. I guess yeah, okay.
Outlet Fountain.
I'm just gonna pass.
Right. As far as I know, you're not playing Settle the Wreckage. So there's no instant speed sweepers to worry about.
Oh, actually, I'm just dead. I forgot about
Yeah,
trap.
I have Trap to go 5. Cool.
I had Odawara to bounce the White Plume to live,
uh,
but I guess I could have. I shouldn't have conceded there. I should have cracked Fiery Islet. So if I hit Terminus, then I don't die.
oh yeah, that's true.
All right, I'll deafen for our mulligans.
Okay. Um, at Malta 6. I mean, this hand has a lot of mana dorks, which means that if I draw well, it's really good. This Gaia's Cradles is pretty good here. I think against the control deck, I'm not really trying to fish super hard. I just want to take the fact that I have more cards. This Elvish Visionary is a redraw that he might want to spend a counter spell on, but he definitely doesn't want to spend a removal spell on. So yeah, I think I'm just keeping this. There's some consideration to trying to find action because this hand might just do nothing. But I have a Surveil, I have a redraw. I think it's pretty good. My deck's filled with 2-for-1s. I know he's on a widespread, so he's not on recall, so it'll be harder for him to bury me. It's not like it's impossible, but it'll be harder.
Going to game 3 here. The double bolt hand was not sufficient. I mean, I have to mulligan this. It has no lands. Discharge, Path to Exile, Caracas. Caracas is pretty interesting, although it's not. I don't think it's nearly as good against Nadu as like some other stuff could potentially be. I just don't really know if I can go down to 5, and I have two pieces of interaction. One that like actually exiles Nadu completely, and then one that like I can use to potentially like kill an elf or something. I have two surveil lands if I want them. Otawara like sometimes interacts. I think I can keep this. I just have to decide what I'm gonna put on the bottom here. Let's see. Did Cyclops kept 7, so I think like do I need Otawara and Caracas? Like, how many surveils do I want to get? I guess is the question that I need to ask myself. I'm probably gonna play Marsh Flats and surveil, get red white, and then surveil the next turn. So maybe I just get rid of the Sea Chrome Coast. Like, I just don't think I need it as much. Would be my guess.
Whoa, welcome back.
I went down to 6.
Yeah,
It's
I like
okay
that.
though. I don't need the extra card. It was holding me down.
See, he was just weighing you down.
Yeah, just weigh me down. Hushwood Verge into Ignoble Hierarch. Huh.
Yep.
Uh yeah, okay, sure. You've
Just gonna bolt
convinced
it.
me.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think this is still good. I think bolting the bird is still good.
Yep. This just in. Bolting the bird.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes you don't need to do it, but I think oftentimes it's pretty reasonable. This is interesting.
Yeah, plus you want to stay ahead on tempo when you're playing first. You don't want me to jump ahead on mana.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not commonly. I think sometimes those calculuses change depending on if they mulliganed. Like I think if you mulligan to 5, I might not bolt your bird, right? It
Right.
really depends on like the matchup and stuff. Yeah, I mean I think I'm just gonna reprieve this.
Read. Okay. Fair enough.
I just want my card.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean let's hit this consider first.
Hmm.
I'm definitely keeping that one.
Okay.
Jared loves it. Jared loves it. I think I just play this Otawara.
Jared loves it.
Theorem
I did.
Visions, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
think I
was
put
like,
this on the bottom, this on
oh,
top.
this is the one that he famously hates serum visions.
It's because Jared hasn't figured out that turn 1 Serum Visions is essentially recall. Uh, but when he does,
Hmm.
then he'll know.
Okay. Yep, fair enough.
He'll learn. I have faith in my friend that he'll learn. Oh wow.
Yep.
Visionary Pilgrim. Hmm.
Yep.
It's quite good.
It's really interesting. I kind of like the cantrip creatures a lot because they're like not things that you really want to counter, but they're also not things you want to remove. So it's just like card advantage.
Yeah. I uh when I played a lot of Secret Walk, I was always impressed by like Wall of Omens,
Right.
which I think is like one of the best ones. But Wall of Omens and Wall of Blossoms, like they just get
Hmm.
in the way. Like
That and
also like they add for Cradle, which is a big deal.
right.
Um Oftentimes when I was playing like old style Hoof, a lot of your hands against destructive interaction decks were basically just to try and find your draw creatures, like your Masked Admirers, your Elvish Visionaries, your
Right.
even Multani's Acolyte, like you'd pay for it because like you just wanted to put enough creatures into play that when you got your Cradle, you could just start like casting big things.
Yep. Yep.
White Bloom. Yeah.
Just resolved. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, sometimes they resolve. Although maybe it shouldn't have.
Maybe it shouldn't have. Well, it's a little
Maybe I
late
should have
to
been.
have buyer's remorse.
Well, it's fine. It's fine.
Let's see if this one resolves.
Yeah, if the White Plume is resolving, the Fiend Artisan's definitely resolving.
Yeah. Oh, oh, okay, good. I was like, wait a second. Gotta attack for one.
Oh, you're not getting in with your Pilgrim? Holy.
Holy- I need all the blockers I can get.
I
I'm
see. Uh, all right. Well,
just sort of surprised. Like, what do you? I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like a flash threat would be bad for me, but if you had like a one Tong, I assume you would have done it in response to the search trigger.
it's true.
Okay,
I should have cast Consult in response because I could theoretically hit
of course.
Force. Except, so the reason I didn't cast it is because I knew I put Force on the bottom. But
Oh,
then I looked at my lands and I was like, oh, one of them is a fetch land though, so I actually could have still hit it, right?
yeah, yeah.
I think it's this one. This one probably. Interesting. I mean, it's definitely this one. It's for sure this one. It's never not that one. I think yeah, this one and maybe this one. I don't know if this is good enough. I don't think so.
Yeah,
Okay. Wow, that card Sokka or Consult the Star Charts actually is just dig through time. What the hell?
yeah. It does feel quite good.
Untap your creature.
Yep. Oh wow, I didn't even have to select my creature.
Yeah.
Wow. Mystical.
Wow. Mystical for Terminus. It's happening. Okay, now I just need to not mess up miracle triggers on MTGO.
Yeah.
Yes, I'd like to reveal it. Okay, so this is the miracle trigger. So I don't think I can cast it yet. I don't have a response to the trigger. Yeah, now I can cast it.
Hmm. Wow.
Yeah, it's still good.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh, Gracchus.
It's arguably almost as good as what I'm about to play.
It's Oculus.
Yes. uh, guess consider can go.
Wow.
Terminus into Oculus.
I felt really good. I think I
Cut off your Gaia's Cradle mana.
probably anything that's not Terminus.
Oh wow.
You're
It's
like
actually not that good.
you're like Manifest Flage.
Yeah, like I love when you like manifest fury and just hit him for 6 out of nowhere. Get him.
Hmm.
I'm coming for this Undercity is the statement I'm making.
Apparently that's not good enough. Where is it? I could do that. Is that good enough?
See, when you play Oculus, you just get to play Oculus and pass. You just let them figure it out.
Yeah, hold on. One, two, so this is two. That's gonna tap for three. Okay, I think this is good enough. And by good enough,
You
I
kept
mean
both?
no. I bottomed one of them.
Oh, you bottom one. Okay. And by good enough, you mean the Pact. Oh, Badgermole. Interesting. Yeah, I guess you want to do that to your Cradle.
Yeah.
That if I kill or that if I Wasteland or whatever, you don't lose your Cradle. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, Cradle's tapping for 2. It's online.
Happen for 3. It's a creature.
Uh, it's 2, right?
Nope. It counts itself as a
3.
creature. And
But
Badgermole gives it +1.
oh, that's right. Badgermole gives it +1. Sorry, I was just doing regular Cradle math.
Can I do this? Am I one short again? Did I screw this up again?
I
I need a Dryad Arbor in this deck.
I feel that so deeply sometimes, where I'm like, man, I really wish I had a Dryad Arbor.
Man, I think I screwed this up again.
Nadu math.
All right.
Is it happening? Court of Calling.
Yeah, we're gonna do this instead. It's not ideal, but what is really?
This might still be one of your better lines. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Then we pass.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Once again, 1 mana short for a really cool play.
for
By
for
really
what you're
cool,
for what you're thinking of doing.
by really cool, I mean getting Nadu into play.
Yeah, yeah. Getting Nadu into play, definitely good. I mean,
Okay,
do I do
I'm
that
waiting,
first? What?
waiting
Oh,
for
I
everything
get
to
a
go wrong.
land off of the Undercity, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to keep Caracas up, I guess is the question. I probably do. Because I can. It doesn't matter if you play. If you play, I guess Caracas is good against Shuko. It's not good against Nomads though. If you have Nomads into Nadu, Caracas basically doesn't do anything.
Hmm.
But it is good against Shuko specifically. Okay, well I think all of my turns start with this.
Yep. Yeah.
Um,
3/3. It's huge. It's the
yeah.
biggest card on the planet.
Oculus continues to deliver.
Yep.
Guess I'm probably getting Island. Uh, yeah, now we get to keep Caracas up and some other mana.
Yep.
Interesting. I think I'm
Baka.
yeah, the old stock up. I think I'm doing that.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that I've played this
You
game
do
correctly
this.
in the slightest.
I guess do I kind of want maybe I want this actually. Yeah, I think I do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because you have to tap 4 mana anyways next turn, right? So like, yeah, I'm just gonna play this
Oh
Tameo.
my god, it can
Get
be.
in there. I also have a Crocus, so I can like maybe sometimes save her from stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you're still gonna have access to like 4 mana this turn, but
Yeah.
I do want the blocker. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't just want to give you free Undercity again, because there's no guarantee that I'm going to be able to take it back.
Right. Let's see. What can you do for me, Badgerable Cub?
I haven't gotten to play this card yet, but it seems really good in this deck.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you hit it up when you're Nadu comboing, but you don't have full combo yet, it makes 2 creatures. Like,
Yep.
there's so many, like, small things it does.
Mm-hmm.
Among just, like, protecting your cradle, getting to get another draw trigger off of, like, a Horizon Canopy. Like,
Yeah. Hmm.
3 green again. Evo your cradle. Interesting. So you get a 2-drop or a 1-drop? I guess you could get a 0-drop if you're playing Mem Knight. Oh, Voice of Victory.
Definitely not playing Mem Knight.
Voice of Victory, but then a land. What the hell?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of great options.
Oh, like your Evo from your Badgerable Cub into a 3 or a 4 just wasn't like really that appealing either.
Yeah, I mean, I could get like a 3 or 4, but I don't know. Maybe that was correct. Maybe I should have just taken it.
I guess I'm gonna forge onto my 2/2. Hmm. Do I lost well? Because if I get a counter spell, I'm probably just winning the game. I think maybe I do that. I guess Forge goes to trap though, and I could actually just like kill you quick. I'm gonna Forge. I'm gonna
Okay.
Forge.
Yeah.
When in the history of
Of Jeskai.
life has it ever been wrong to not Forge?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I mean,
Yeah. I'm not convinced that I played this correctly at all, but
I don't know if either of us are convinced that either of us played this correctly for what it's worth.
mhm. I'm supposed to just let this all happen. I think if I'm winning, it's I need these bodies for cradles.
Yeah, yeah, like you need to keep your eyes. Huh. Well, I think again, I think most of my turns probably start this way. The question being, am I bouncing the Flage to put it back in my hand or not? I
Right.
think I don't know if I am. I don't think so.
Hmm.
I don't know. Let's stack the triggers so that I make that decision in a second.
Hey.
Um, so if I bounce it back to my hand, you're obligated to block next turn. I guess you're obligated to block anyways. Yeah, okay. Let's just let it die. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, and I like don't really care about you taking the Undercity here because like, yeah, treasure goading a creature like doesn't really matter that much.
Like, what do you possibly have in hand? I guess a counterspell. Um,
I think there's considerations to not Karakusing too, because I'm so far ahead that if your hand is like Nadu and you draw Shuko, I want Karakas in play, right? To
Yeah.
have to make you recast. Because yeah, if you go like Shuko Nadu and then I bounce your Nadu, you have to tap your Cradle to recast Nadu, which is pretty relevant. And then you only get 4 triggers. Like I can probably beat that. But if I tap Karakas, then you could go like Nadu into Shuko, and then you have Cradle plus 2 mana open.
Let's see what happens with combat. I'm running low on time.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just give this to you. Like, I don't think there's any reason for me to try and like fight it.
Yeah.
It gives you 1 extra mana, which might be relevant, but I mean, you already have like 7 mana. Does the 8th mana really matter that much? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on whether or not this resolves.
Green Sun's for 4. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Green Sun's for 4.
Yep.
Feel like the mana matters a lot, so you're going for 4 for a particular reason. Um, I think this is still fine though.
Smells like a counterspell. Okay. Yep. I don't think I change anything about what I do.
Yeah, Gearhulk makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yes, I wish to use the ability. Um,
What did you grab? Safekeeper, Mockingbird. Makes a lot of sense. The extra mana actually did matter. Interesting. I
yeah.
mean, I could have just like played Wanchitong as a 2/2 and
Mm-hmm.
blocked your Badgermole Cub, but I don't know. That feels pretty weak.
Yeah. I don't think I'm killing you with nomads, so we're just gonna do. Let's do that one.
Guide Pride? Yeah, I mean,
Oh
have we ever
shoot!
has anyone ever gone wrong? You flipped my Tameo. That's pretty funny.
That is funny.
Uh, interesting. Interesting draw here. Interesting game. Well, I'm always
Mm-hmm.
upticking this Tameo, so let's do that first.
Yeah.
Uh, so if I do that, 3. Okay, yeah, you're just dead on board. I don't
Get
have
on
to worry
board. Is
about
this a
them.
fourth Erlingus?
Yeah, and I have Trap is what I'm going into.
Yeah. Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
Not really
yeah,
anything
your
I can do about that,
castle's.
I don't think. Did you have fourth before, or did you just top deck it?
Well, I drew it from the Wanchitong, all the
Oh,
Wanchitong drawing.
yeah.
I had outside chances to win without fourth. If I remove your flying Gearhulk, I could hit you with Wanchitong and then chain lightning you for lethal. But I mean,
Mm,
this just works just as well.
yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I can block. I can block.
Wow, Yeah, and you
Is it
can block the
6?
illusion, but you take 6 and then 5 from trap.
Okay, don't worry about it. You're
Um,
definitely gonna misclick and not click trap. Oh,
that's like the
manifested the Murktide. Jesus.
yeah, yeah, that's why I laughed because I was like, "Oh, is it like I thought it was good initially?" And then I was like, "Oh, wait a minute. It's actually bad."
Yeah.
Well, it's not bad. It's better than like a random card, but
Yep.
I feel like the both like that match, a bunch of the decisions were really challenging from both of our sides. Like
Yeah.
I I'll be interested to see your point of view to see like whether or not um
I'm
like
I'm
like
sure I
yeah.
made mistakes because I had so many creature tutors, um, and it's just like so hard to figure out like what do I care about getting hit versus not getting hit. Like, do I try to go for combo? Do I try to go for card advantage? Um,
Or like
like, what do I
okay,
play
they have
around?
4 open mana and I have a bunch of creature tutors. I need to play a creature tutor that incentivizes them to spend their mana counterspelling, but
Hmm.
I don't want to play a creature tutor that is super good to counterspell. So like, which one do I play? And like, I found like because I played so much Hoof, there's sometimes where you have like 2 X spells in your hand,
Yeah.
and you basically have to figure out like what's the number.
Right.
Like what like if I go X equals 1, they're probably not countering it, right? Like
Yeah.
if I go X equals 2, it's a lot closer, but maybe they don't counter it. But X equals 3, they're definitely countering, right? So like then you have to
Hmm.
like try and figure out like, okay, well, in 2 turns, if this has resolved, what will I have wanted to get kind of thing? Like, because you
Yeah.
also have to make it worth your while. Like, let's say you decide to like pay X equals like 1 or 2, but they let it resolve and you get like nothing impactful, then you basically just wasted your entire like turn or your mana or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
and when you're in tight games, that can be super, super relevant. So yeah, I love those decisions in like Nadu and Hoof style decks where like it's like, oh, I have 3 creature tutors. Like, what's the sequence of creatures I'm supposed to go get? And like
Right.
based on what my opponent is doing, like that changes, right?
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, it's just it's difficult to know. I mean, that I had multiple times in both those games, basically both the games where I Summoners Pacted, or game 1 and game 3, because game 2 I just had the Nadu combo. I was like one off with Court of Calling from getting Nadu plus Nomads. So then it's like I thought I
Uh,
was right, and then I did it. And I'm like, wait, I'm off. Now I got to rethink everything. But yeah, I mean, like that Badgermole Cub one was really interesting because I wanted to Eldritch Evo the Cub into either the Gearhulk or Seasoned Engineer to get the initiative back, but that would leave me with the Guy's Cradle. And I mean, I don't know if you were thinking about it, but you could have bounced the Cradle with Caracas because it's legendary.
Wait, what? No, I don't think.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, it's a legendary creature now.
Wow, that's
Um,
crazy. I hadn't actually considered that. Wow.
so I was basically looking at it. I'm like, well, this Guy's Cradle is not really doing anything
Wow.
if I leave it here because you'll just bounce it.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I hadn't considered that. But yeah, obviously it's a legendary land and then it subsequently becomes a creature, so it's a legendary creature.
So yeah,
Huh.
it was just all kinds of interesting. And I'm like, well, this Voice of Victory, if I can keep it around, is going to make me a ton of mana off of Cradle, probably get me back the initiative. And then I had the Court of Calling. No, not the Court of Calling. I had something else in my hand. And I was like, well, I had the Green Sun in my hand. I'm like, well, this is going to be like a million mana and I can do something crazy then. So yeah, I don't know. But it was definitely very
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
Very interesting
yeah.
games.
That's interesting. Wow. Caracas for the cradle. Hmm. That
Yeah.
I guess that's something that's brought about by Earthbend, which I haven't seen yet, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I've never had to consider bouncing Cradle or any lands with Caracas
Hmm.
because you almost never can, right? Like it's
Right.
pretty it doesn't really happen. Um, but now, yeah, wow, that's a very interesting interaction. I wish I had considered that because yeah, that definitely would have been good, especially on the turn where I just left Caracas open. I could have just bounced your
Hmm.
Cradle instead.
Right.
Yeah, which would have been a lot better because the Cradle being a creature, gave you an extra mana, which is the mana that you needed to be able to go I guess. Well, it let you Evo plus do other stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
yeah,
Wow. Good catch. I wish I had caught that.
yeah.
Man,
Well,
that's. I
yeah,
mean, when you, it's not like I've played a lot with Earthbended lands,
mhm,
specifically legendary lands from like 30 years ago. So
right, yeah, yeah. I mean, I figured that you probably were missing it based on the fact that you weren't just bouncing my cradle and like my upkeep. But I also was like, well, maybe you're just playing around. If I get Nadu into play, you want to hold up the Krakus, and so I'm gonna just play as if you see it. Um,
yeah, yeah,
which
that's
I
fair.
mean, like sometimes you can get wins by hoping that your opponent doesn't see the line, but I think generally speaking, it's always best to assume your opponent knows what they're doing, knows everything that they're
Yeah, or
doing.
like or like it if you let's say you go for Nadu, but like you go for Nadu plus a Court of Calling that leaves you with no mana left over, and I have Caracas up, like I'll just bounce the Nadu, and
Hmm.
then next turn I if I kill your say like your nomads or whatever, then you're left with a 3 mana 3/4 flyer, which is good, but it's probably not winning you the game, right?
Right.
Whereas if you go for like Gearhulk into Mockingbird Gearhulk, like I actually like that line a lot in a lot of circumstances. When Spencer and I tested for the 2024 year end with Nadu versus Jeskai. Obviously, very different lists. Nadu wasn't
Hmm.
pointed. Jeskai was like underpointed. Um,
Yeah.
the like a lot of the times the games that I was losing were not to Nadu combo. They were mostly to like um getting creatures back or getting creatures with I think Gearhulk was out at that time. It might not have been,
Hmm.
um but just like the value engine creatures, like just continuing to like cycle through those. Um I think that oftentimes is the best line against Jeskai because like Jeskai's pretty used to like needing to win the game via like one particular moment in the game. Like
Hmm.
that is the critical moment, like when you play a Nadu and they have a Force of Will ready for it, or a Solitude, or a counterspell or whatever. But Jeskai actually is like prone to getting worn down by like certain suites of cards, things like um, pre-war formal wear or like
Yep.
skull clamp on 1/1s. Like Jeskai is really good at being grindy, but like Jeskai isn't the best late game deck in the format, and it isn't the best late game deck in a lot of situations either. Um,
Yeah.
and so,
Well,
so
I mean,
quite
you're
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like you're really trying to one for one, and then eventually get ahead with a couple of two for ones, and once you have control of the board, like kind of close it out. But when all of your opponent's cards are two, three, four for ones, it's like really hard to keep up.
Yeah, and like even we can see even in the last game that you and I played, if your life total was higher, I'd probably losing that game. Like it's going to be pretty hard for me to come back from that because like beating double Gearhulk plus Guide Pride is just like a really tall order.
Hmm.
Um, but the only reason I was able to get there was because of the life total discrepancy. But like in a lot of spots, I think if you're healthy, against Jeskai specifically, you shouldn't really be going for combo unless it's like pretty safe or like relatively guaranteed. I think you should almost always be going for like overwhelming advantage if it's an option. And I think things like Gearhulk, specifically Gearhulk in this deck, is like a really great choice. Like if you resolve a Gearhulk and you get to get a Mockingbird +1,
Hmm.
like what do they do, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, so I built this version to be a little bit more mid-rangey, I guess would be the term that I would use. I basically did it so that's like, yes, if you get Nadu combo, you probably just win, but also like if your Nadu doesn't convert, like we saw in game two. Sorry, my cat is going crazy. If your Nadu doesn't convert, like we saw in game two, you can just use all those extra cards to win because your deck actually has cards that can win the game, as opposed to like only playing mana dorks and that sort of thing. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so we didn't really get to see it, but I also built this because I kind of wanted to see how Time Walk would work with the new points, and also how Birthing Ritual would work with all of the like cantripping creatures. Didn't get to see
Are you
those,
playing
but
Are you playing Seeker Walk?
yeah, I'm playing Secret Walk.
Yeah, because you might as well. Like, I think once you've gotten to the point where you're playing Nadu and Time Walk, you might as well just add Spellseeker. Because
Hmm.
Ephemerate's a card that you're like pretty happy to play anyways. Like resets your Nadu, like
Huge value.
Ephemerating Gearhulk, like tons of value. And then like playing one like an E-Witness and a Timeless Witness or whatever is like totally reasonable too.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are kind of lower on those, but I feel like they're actually really good cards. Like if you get the time to work with them, and maybe it's just because people have been living under the threat of combo for so long. But I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
if you really want to grind people into dust, uh, e-witnesses and gear hulks and stuff is really good at doing that.
There is some consideration to like the cards that get cards back from your graveyard. You get to break the natural like state of Lander, which is that I only get to cast this card once,
Yep.
right? Like, and I mean we see that most commonly with Recall because
Hmm.
Mystic Sanctuary gets it back. But when I was playing a lot of Scape Shift, I noted that it's like, man, sometimes just getting back like my expressive iteration and having being the person that's cast two expressive iterations in a game, or being the person that's cast two Mystic Confluences or whatever is like
Yep.
actually enough and
Hmm.
kind of worth it. So yeah, I found the same when I was playing a lot of Seeker Walk. Is like the Eternal Witnesses and the Timeless Witnesses, like they kind of just slap sometimes. Like sometimes your opponent spends a lot of resources and a lot of time trying to manage like one particular threat you put into play. Let's say like Teferi, for example, against
Hmm.
control, right? Like,
Yep.
what if I kill your Teferi in that first game and then you just untap, play your sixth land or whatever, play Witness Teferi? Like,
Yep.
I'm probably losing at that point, right? So I think yeah, witnesses are interesting because they can put you into positions where you get to like break the natural like parity that is in this format where like we're on this equivalent ground and we only really get to cast our spells once and maybe sometimes the second time, but like depending on the type of spell it is. But realistically, yeah, I like Witnesses a lot. I'm a big fan.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've been a big fan. You were talking about scape shift. I've been a big fan of things like Aurora Procession and Regrowth in like green blue decks, like blue decks that have green in them. Um, just it's surprising how good being able to just rebuy something feels.
But I've Aurora Procession is so good.
Yeah,
It if I'm being honest, it's basically Snapcaster Mage. Like
right.
the 2-1 body on Snapcaster matters, but I do think it actually matters a little less nowadays. Like
Hmm.
it's still obviously quite good, but like back in the day when you cast a Snapcaster, you also knew it was going to be trading for like a relevant threat like a high percentage of the time.
Right.
But nowadays Snapcaster just gets dwarfed by like all of the better mid-range threats that like Aurora Procession does kind of feel like Snapcaster 2 in a lot of ways. And the fact that it can get like, you can fetch and then Aurora Procession your fetch back to hit your third land drop or
Yep.
get a planeswalker back or whatever is just like such big icing on the cake. Regrowth I'm a little lower on still because sorcery speed is so um
Right.
prohibitive, but
Hmm.
yeah, procession I think Aurora Procession should just be ending up in like decks that play blue green. Um
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I stand that card. That card's really good.
Yeah. I mean, I've done things like I was against Citadel. They balanced me, and then Aurora Procession pick up the op agent, put it back in play. Like, you can't do that with Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Welcome back, everyone. Those were some pretty fun matches against pretty fun games with Trent. Definitely some mistakes were made. I kept messing up the math that I needed whenever I cast Summoner's Pact, so it's definitely a little awkward. Fortunately, I didn't die to my own pact. That would have been pretty embarrassing, but we didn't mess up that badly. Um, yeah, this deck felt pretty good, honestly. I think I felt pretty good except for when I got Terminus. Uh, I do feel like I was running out of cards, so I don't know, I might want to try something out. Try out some differences. I felt like the initiative creatures weren't really that interesting. I thought that I would really like White Plume Adventurer, but I don't know. It just felt sort of like a good way to lose a game. To introduce the initiative, get it taken from you, and then never get it back. Just seems like a really good way to lose when you don't need to lose. But I don't know. This deck felt solid. I think Nadu is really well positioned right now. Um, I mean, it's again a bit of a bit weak into really fast combo decks, but I feel like you just can grind really, really hard. I mean, we saw in that second game, I had Nadu plus Nomads. I had like a really, really fast start with Mox. I think I had the turn 3, what was it, turn 3 protected Nadu plus Nomads, because I had it off of Ranger Captain. And I whiffed, so that was a bit annoying, but drawing 8 cards, I mean, I don't know. That's I know it sounds silly, but drawing 8 cards, still pretty easy to win the game when you do that. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like this deck is pretty cool, and I don't know. I might experiment with Nadu a little bit because I think that Nadu is pretty strong, and if we can find some way to make it more consistent or uh, better into combo matchups, I think it'll be pretty good. So if you stuck around this long, thank you for watching the video. Uh, Please check out Trent's side of the match on LJT MTG. They're great. They have great content, and it's always very fun to play with them and collaborate with them. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Go watch their side, watch Trent's side, and give a like and comment for their side. Help the YouTube algorithm. And thank you again for watching. Have a great day. I will see you next time.